Hi everyone, Charlie Sink here. I have a fun story as to how this model, the model you just saw flying, came to be. The story involves some very talented people and the really great 80s movie war games starring Matthew Broderick and Ali Sheedy. Welcome to another edition of The Weevil Genius. When I was 19, I got a part-time job working for a guy named Bill Watson. Bill made his living at that time making specialty props for the movie studios in LA, and he had gotten the unusual job of making a radio control Flying Pterodactyl for the movie War Games. By the way, War Games is a great movie. It's worth watching if you get a chance, and of course, it's got a pterodactyl in it. When I hired on, Bill had done all the design work, pattern making, and mold making. He had done a really great job. He realized that the chances of mishaps during filming were a very real possibility, so he decided to build 3 models. So I helped him with all that and getting everything ready for filming. After the model construction was finished, Bill brought in an incredibly talented artist, animator, filmmaker, and self-taught paleontologist named Steven Zirkis. Steven had done a lot of work sculpting and animating dinosaurs for movies and knew how to make them look authentic. Steven worked his magic on the pterodactyls using a combination of airbrushing, brushed acrylics, and pen and pencil work to really bring out the pterosaurs in them. So in the movie, Matthew Broderick hacks into the NORAD computer and starts playing a game called Global Thermonuclear War. Well, he quickly figures out that the NORAD computer is actually playing the game for real. So in his efforts to stop the computer system from launching all the missiles and destroying the Earth, he and Ali Sheedy decide to enlist the help of the guy who designed the computer system in the first place, hoping he would be able to shut it down. Hey, I'm talking here! Okay, that probably seemed really stupid. I don't normally talk back to bird-brained RC models. So where was I? Oh yeah, when they arrive at his home, they are surprised to see a pterodactyl flying around. It turns out to be a radio control model being flown by Dr. Falcon, who's played by John Wood. And of course, the model is one of the 3 that Bill Watson built and that I helped with. So a few years after the movie came out, I asked Bill if I could make a set of parts from the original molds and templates that were used to make the movie models. He said sure, if I would make him a set of parts too. I said great, I'll do it. One of the things we wanted to achieve with the new models was to have them weigh much less than the movie models. The movie models were built quite robust to withstand bumps and bruises during filming, but the robustness also added a lot of weight, which made them challenging to fly. In fact, if you watch the pterodactyl scene in the movie, there's a shot where the bird kind of comes up and the head goes over and it kind of heads straight for the ground. And if that scene had continued, you would have seen the pterodactyl auger into the ground. In fact, the head I have here, which you've seen some shots of, are from either that crash or one of the other crashes during filming. And why in the world does it have a nitro model airplane engine mounted on its back? The original movie models were gliders that used a winch to tow them to altitude, and then they would glide back down to get the shots you see in the movie. But I wanted to be able to launch the model by hand and get the flights you see in this video, so I added the engine, and it works great. That was before there were viable electric systems that I could install. In fact, that's a future project for this bird. Just going to get an all-electric propulsion conversion.